Hi folks, Reloading Bench back with you. I finished all of the resizing, all 60. And the good news is everything went smooth. The bad news is one casualty. And this is something that I didn't catch. And when it's pennies per piece of brass, no big deal. But when it's dollars or dollar plus, depending on where you get it, adds up. So this is now my experimental piece for everything I'm going to try now. So I thought after doing the resizing, I don't think there's any reason to swage because everything fits, no crimp issue. But if I was to do any swaging, I would pull this out, the shell plate out, replace it with the original shell holder, the leaf shell holder that came with it, pop this in, and then take the shell plate that came with the priming system and put that up here, and then just prime, or rather, excuse me, just swage brass. So since that's not necessary, and we just faked it, let's move on to priming. So for priming, I'm going to need to pull out the primer as well as the shell holder. And I saved some spent primers from the resizing exercise. So I thought what I'd do is just practice priming because I don't have any live primers, at least not yet, because I have no gun. So there's no reason to get that right at the moment. And this just slips in like that. Very, very Spartan, but at the same time, very elegant in my opinion. So this is a one-shot deal, unprimed, pop it in, take a spent primer, as if it were a real primer, pop it in, very firm, and that puppy is good to go. So I think we've got priming now. That's nothing new, just a little bit different way to do things. So between swaging and priming, we're all done. The next step, and maybe I'll do this, is seating a bullet. So stay tuned.